What is good, Neo family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this one, I'm going to be talking about the 1 million Neo stock and what you should be looking out for the future of this company or for the near term. Now, before I break anything down, I do have to mention a couple of very important things about where I see Neo going. Before I do that, I have to mention I'm not a financial planner, so please don't take this as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please smash the like button if you want to see more videos like this. Not only benefits me, but benefits the entire Neo community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Weeble link down below in the description. If you do sign up and deposit any amount of money, whether it's $1, $2, $5, $10, $1,000, it's really up to you. You're going to get 5 free stocks. That's right, 5 free stocks if you just check out the link down below. Deposit any amount of money. This is a limited time offer that ends in the month of March. And the thing is, each of these stocks can be worth up to $2,000 each. So if you want free money, check out the link down below, deposit any amount of money, and you will get your 5 free stocks. With that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So, looking at Neo, this thing is beginning to take a hit, and I did tell you guys that I saw this as the more probable situation. So, looking at what happened was we had our earnings report, and I actually want to break this down in a little bit more detail. The thing is, we did miss on the earnings per share. We were off by like almost 20%. So that was not very good, but the revenue was still growing, which I think was pretty good. I think it was actually above a lot of the estimates. So they did very well when it came to beating and meeting expectations for revenue. Their sales were really, really good, but their earnings per share was actually a miss. So because of that, it is leading to a lot of mixed feelings towards the way it responded. We can see right over here, they had their ET7 deliveries that started looming. And even though we had good announcements that came out, it wasn't necessarily that like insane yet. And even though we did see some good amounts of deliveries, at the end of the day, it just did not meet the expectations as well as we wanted it to because of supply constraints. And this is due to the global chip shortage right now, which is actually weighing in and showing, the issues and the hurdles that this company is going through. So going into the future, this is what I want you guys to start thinking about. So even if you look at the data, you can't just be pessimistic. We delivered 25,000 vehicles in the fourth quarter of 2021. That was 5,683 ES8s, 12,000 ES6s, and over 7,000 EC6s. So they're doing very well. That was a 44% increase over the last quarter after that, or since the quarter of, 2020. So they're doing very well still. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a loss, but looking at this right here, you could see the deliveries that are compared. So in Q1 of 2020, they had 3,800 deliveries. In Q1 of 2021, we did 20,000. Let's go, guys. Then in Q2 of 2020, we only did 10,000. We got over 21,000 in a Q2 of 2021. And then we went from 12,000 to over 24,000 in Q3 of the different years. And if we compare Q4 of 2020 with Q4 of 2021, we had 17,000 deliveries in Q4 of 2020. But now we're seeing 25,000 for Q4 of 2021. So we're doing better every single year. We're still growing. There is a bit of a slowdown because of the global chip shortage, and I do believe this is going to affect us a little bit for Q1 as well. I don't think it's going to be as great, or I'm sorry, as bad as some people are projecting. And I do think we're going to have a better earnings for that, but the better earnings, in my opinion, will be for the Q2 of 2022. That's going to be massive, in my opinion. Once that earnings report comes out, I think things are going to really turn around, and that's why I am anticipating this. So when it comes to the stock price, okay, we did miss on the earnings per share. So what could end up happening is we may continue to drop a little bit, and it is very possible for us to drop and fill the gap at $15. And because of that, this gives actually some really good buying opportunities, whether you want to buy shares. You could also start selling covered calls if you want to do that. It's really up to you, right? You could buy puts. It's just up to you. I'm not forcing you to do anything, but this is just an opportunity. But even when this thing does bottom out, which it eventually will, if it does end up going as low as 15, which the gap right here is suggesting that that is going to happen, but gaps don't always have to get filled. Typically they do, and that is very likely. So we may get this big drop going into next week. But once we fill that gap, once things are a lot better, I think that's where the buying opportunity comes, and that's a very good opportunity to buy lots of leaps or calls or anything like that, right? It's really up to you, but I'm just putting it out there that this is a very good opportunity, and you could trade based off that. Because here's the thing, we had this big drop right after earnings, right over here. We closed yesterday like around, what is that? Um, 2184. We opened way down here at 2077. So I do expect us to come right back and bounce back and fill the gap just like that quite quickly. Now, how would I draw this out? Let me just draw this out real quick for you guys, just to give you guys a good perspective. What's possible? I'm not guaranteeing this. This is not financial advice, but we could drop kind of like this, and we may continue to drop. I mean, there's no guarantee we're going to go this low, but even if we did go this low, right, sometime next week, what could happen is we end up running kind of like this. And then we really start to ascend right back to the upside. And then what's going to happen is we're probably going to have to fill this gap right back. So we're going to bounce right back very quickly, which is why you should not be too scared. And after that, depending on how the market, continues for the month of April, we could continue to run to the upside relatively quick. So I just want to put it out there that it's probably going to be a big drop followed by a big run. Maybe it's going to be like spaced out a little bit more, so I could kind of move this like this. But I'm sure you guys got my point, right? This is most likely what's going to happen because we are seeing two gaps just like this, and things are not looking bad. I mean, overall, we're doing pretty well. I do think Neo's, it's full of potential still. It's just a little sad to see the global chip shortage affecting the company the way it is. It's not entirely their fault. You should not blame them or attack them. If there is this chip shortage across the globe, there's not much they can do about that, right? They're still powering through. They're still getting better numbers every single quarter. They're still doing well. They're not doing bad. They're doing well, but it's just not as fast as we want them to grow. It's just a temporary slowdown, which I think is it's sad, but it's nothing to be worried about because remember, the market is not good or bad in my eyes. The market is just giving you opportunities. They're different opportunities. You can make money when stocks go down. You can make money when they go up. It's up to you to strategize if you are trading it. But if you're going long, you have very good opportunities to buy these dips for the long-term future. Now, like I said, it's an opportunity. It's your choice. Do whatever you want. I'm not giving financial advice, but that is how I see this thing playing out. Now, the short term, yeah, it may be bearish. Okay. Yeah, we could drop. We've seen this thing drop. But remember, this is not the end. This is a very shorted play that has insane short squeeze potential, and this is just the beginning. So that's what I have for this video. I want to thank each and every one of you for listening. And I just need to note that this is not the end for Neo. This thing still has insane potential. I'm still very bullish going into the future. I believe this thing is easily going to surpass, I believe, $40 a share in the upcoming months if you just give it some time. I also believe that before the year ends, we should easily see this thing above the $50 level. We could even close the year between $60 and $80. It still is very possible. Do not sleep on this company. They're expanding to Germany. They're going to be expanding to other countries. They're improving fundamentally. I mean, they're just killing it. So, like I said, if you're a long-term Neo holder, don't even worry. Be calm, cool, and collected and power through. Thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day. Have a great weekend. And I will see you guys in the next one. Neo to the moon and peace out.